Today's episode is brought to you by Wireless Zone, located in Duns Corners, Westerly, Rhode Island. Wireless Zone in Westerly is an authorized Verizon realtor. There you can find all the latest and newest phones, including the iPhone 13. And if you're in the business for a new phone, you can get up to $440 off your new phone with a trade-in of an old phone. And if you have a broken phone, they have a repair zone. There they can help repair your cracked screen. You need a new battery. They have you covered there in the repair zone. Check out Wireless Zone in Westerly, Rhode Island, located next to the Dunkin' Donuts in Duns Corners. All right, on today's show, I welcome on a reoccurring guest. He is Sebastian Thomas. He's a freshman guard for the URI men's basketball team. Sebastian, how you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Sebastian, a lot's changed since the last time we spoke with each other. So some big changes, obviously. The first one is you're at URI now on the basketball team. What was the decision to go to URI?
Decision for me to go to URI was basically just home, stuff like that. I like being close to my family. Prep school, when I went to prep school in New York, it was kind of tough for me because I was like my first time being away from my family. It was a couple hours. So I wanted to choose a college that was close to home. I felt like my dream school was always URI. So once I got the opportunity to go to that school, I liked my visit. I liked the coaching staff. Felt like I fit in with the program. So I just decided to commit on my visit to URI.
Nice. That's awesome. And it's great that you're close to home. I mean, it makes it easy, I'm sure, for your family to come to all the games. It's not too far away, being Rhode Island, being so small. And then what's been the biggest adjustment being on campus?
Just time management, stuff like that. College, you're very busy, especially if you're an athlete. You have practice, like our practice block is 3 to 6. Maybe sometimes it'll go after 6, but so practice 3 to 6. We have lift in the morning at like 8, so I have to get up around 7, walk to the gym, eat some breakfast, then get a lift in. Straight from lift, I'll go to class, and then I'll have a 2-hour break, and one of those hours I'll go to study hall to do like homework with my advisors. They help me and stuff like that, and then the next hour I'll go get lunch, but then I have to go right back to class. And then from there, it's just practice, and the night's basically over. Repeat that schedule.
Oh, wow. So that's a crazy busy schedule. Especially that's a big adjustment too. It sounds like almost like a job for like between the school and the basketball. And what's been like, what's been the off-season workouts? What's it been like playing with the guys on the team, and what was like the introduction to the team like?
The introduction to the team, like when I first met them, they all seemed cool and stuff like that. And then just connecting with those guys as the weeks went on and stuff like that through just chilling with them outside of the basketball court and stuff like that. But on the court, it's been good. But the difference between like high school and college, I would say, is for me, at least being a point guard, was just like the pace of the game, how fast guys are. Not really how big or stronger they are than me, because I'm like kind of small. I have to put on some weight, but it was just the pace of the game. Like now I have 2 fifth-year seniors on my team, like, and me coming in as a young guy. I just want to learn and gain knowledge from them, and just take after them and just watch them for the year, and then prepare me for next year when I have the opportunity to play.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I mean, what's it like too? Because those 2 fifth-year seniors, I believe, is Ishmael Elmeen and Jeremy Shepard, correct? So what's it like to learn from those 2 guys?
It's very important. Every practice, I want to take as much knowledge in from them, but I also want to compete against them, make them better, and have them make me better. But both of those guys are very crafty in their own way. Like, I feel like EA, he'll give me some knowledge about different things, and then Shep has his own input, and that he'll give me, and I'm just absorbing all the knowledge and just trying to add it to my game.
Nice. And what's it like to go up against them in practice?
It's tough. Like, it's very different from high school. Shep, since he's the point guard, I kind of match up with him a lot. But He's like similar to me, like skinny, not that tall, but he really knows how to use his body and get into the defender's body and draw fouls and stuff like that. He's crafty, shifty, fast. And Ish, he's just very smart for me, at least. This is what I think of Ish LME. He's just very smart. Like, he'll know the next move before you even do it. Like, on defense, he'll read the plays, he'll know them. And then on offense, like, if you make a move, basically when he catches the ball, like, the way I'm in position, if I'm defending him, like, he'll know a move to do, and then he'll combo it. Like, he's just very smart. So I think me learning from both of them, it'll be very important for me going into next year.
That's awesome. That's great that you have those two guys. I mean, two guys with veteran experience. And what's it like also to learn from guys like Antoine Walker and the Mitchell twins and other guys on the team?
Oh yeah, for me, those are the big guys. So like me being a point guard, I just try to learn me as well as they're teaching me. I'm trying to learn how they play, where they like the ball, like where they like to catch it, their spots on the floor. But they tell me like little things like I have to wait for the ball screen. Sometimes in practice, I go off the ball screen too fast, which causes them to get a foul, but it's really my fault and stuff like that. But I like those guys. Tweez, he's like my big bro. Like I'm close with him a lot. Like as soon as I came here, me and him like kind of connected and stuff like that. And we just chill, go everywhere together and stuff like that. But it's great learning from those guys as well.
That's great. And then what's like too to learn from the coaching staff, Coach Cox, Coach Mumford. What's it like to learn from those guys?
Those guys keep it real with me. Like when I have good practices, they'll tell me. But like when I'm losing focus, because some practices are long, like sometimes kids can't be focused for 3 hours. Like so when they'll keep it real with me, like, oh, you're losing focus, you need to get back into it, or just if I mess up, they'll be on me and stuff like that because they know that I can make the right play and stuff like that. But yeah, I love those coaches, and I'm thankful for all they done for me so far, and I'm just willing to continue to grow our relationship with them.
That's great. And then how's like the film sessions and those as well too, like going into those?
Yeah, so this is my first time actually like really watching film like on myself and not on the team because high school they don't really focus on film like that. So like film, like the truth is in the film. Like you can see everything you're doing wrong. Like the film is real. But we go over film like 30 minutes before practice every day, and we just correct our mistakes, see where we can get better at each day, and then after film we go into practice and we try to execute better, do all the little things that we messed up in film. So film's really important.
Nice. And last time we spoke, I know you mentioned like some things that you wanted to work on was being more vocal. How's that going? Is that like you still working on that?
Still working on that, but I've definitely made a great leap in that because the coaches, that's one thing the coaches say to me. Oh, you have to talk, you're vocal, like we want you. AC, he's one of the assistant coaches. He was like, we want you to talk because by the end of this year, we want you to gain everyone's respect. Because, coming in as a freshman, you could either like gain the respect of the team or you can like rub them the wrong way, stuff like that. And me being the point guard, I kind of have to be vocal, and I just want to have everyone trust me because me being the point guard, I have to bring up there's a lot of things you have to do as a point guard. You basically have to be the coach on the floor. So I just want to gain those trust from my teammates.
That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. That's like getting better and you're learning, and the coaches are expressing that as well to you. So that's awesome that's able to help you. And then this year too, when you are watching games and learning experience, what's it going to be like to see other fellow Rhode Islanders, like see Erickson Baines in one game, you can see him against Brian, and then TJ Weeks as well from UMass. What's it like going to be to see those guys on the court?
It's going to be fun matchup because I know both of them. I've worked out or played basketball with both of them, played with TJ. But obviously, I go to URI, they go to a different school, so I'm always gonna want our team to win, stuff like that. But it's just great having kids from Rhode Island and stuff like that be able to have the opportunity to play Division I basketball because not a lot of kids get the opportunity.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like there's more and more of you guys playing Division I basketball. It's awesome to see that from Rhode Island and see the representation. And then what's been your best experience so far being on campus as well as with the basketball?
I think my best experience being on campus is just having the gym access 24 hours. Like when I got here a couple weeks before school started. Like we were in the gym a lot, like till like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., stuff like that. Me and a couple of teammates, but just me. I like the gym just to. Sometimes I like to just get away from things and just get shocked up by myself. It's just peaceful and stuff like that. It helps me. So that's probably been my best experience so far here at the school.
That's pretty awesome that you can do that, like, and just have that experience. That's really cool that you can do that and get those shots up. And now, how are classes going, and what are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in communication. I want to do something like more sport, something with sports media. But as far as the classes go, I feel like the classes are fine. You know, I get I go to study hall almost every day basically, get my work done there. But the classes, most of my classes or all of my classes are only 50 minutes long, so it's not too bad. Like I know a couple kids that go to different schools and they tell me they have like 3 hour classes, 2 hour classes. So I'm just thankful that I have 50-minute classes because long time you got to focus.
Yeah, those are some long classes. And then what's it like too? We recently I started on Instagram and we kind of talked about it off there. What's it like to be a barstool athlete? What's that experience been like?
It's been good so far. I think I just became a barstool athlete about a month ago, maybe something like that. But I don't know too much about it. But I just know like I've gained like a lot more followers, and I've had the opportunity to like brand with a bunch of other businesses, but I haven't done that yet because I don't really know how to get into all that. So I really have to talk to like my dad or like my cousin who helps me with all that type of stuff. So
Nice.
basically, that's what I have to say about that.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Is a Lamont helping you out?
Helps me with like all that stuff. Like when I have questions about like the NIL stuff like that, he's the one that I'll go to. He gives me advice because he knows what to do.
Yeah. I spoke to Lamont on the show and he was like, he's a big entrepreneur. You could tell like really knows his stuff. And that's awesome that you have a cousin like that to guide you as well with the basketball stuff.
I watched a little bit. I didn't get to finish that podcast, but
Yeah, it was good. He really he's a really smart guy. He's got a lot going for him and he just seems like he's got his hand in a little bit of everything.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And then what's been like what was your off season coming into it? What was AU like? I saw you playing AU. What was that like too playing? You played for RR Elite and then you played for Expressions as well too?
Yeah, so I played with our elite for like almost like 3 quarters of the summer, whatever. Then I started working out with a guy named Corey Wright, and I was training with him for like 2 to 3 months this summer. He was like, "Oh, you gotta make the move to come over to Expressions," like, and I knew like it would be a great opportunity for me to play with them because UIBL has the best kids in the nation. Like when you go down to South Carolina, you get to play against all the ranked guys and stuff like that. So I ended up making that move to go to Expression just for like that was my last tournament of the summer. And down there I had a good experience. It was my first time going down there. We ended up placing top 12 in the whole country. But yeah, the competition was great. The atmosphere was great, even though they didn't allow fans due to COVID, but the atmosphere. I saw LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, a bunch of guys. So it was just crazy.
That's really cool. Did you get to like shake any of their hands or say hello to any of them?
LeBron, our game was playing. I was on the bench, and LeBron walked in. He started watching our game, and like I'm on the bench, and I'm looking at LeBron like for like 10, 15 seconds straight, like not even paying attention to the game. But I was like, that's really LeBron and stuff like that. Yeah, it was just crazy.
That's cool. And what's it like? Like, I mean, it's got to be a cool experience to have LeBron James come and watch you guys play instead of the opposite of you going to go see him play.
That was crazy. It was like kids dream of seeing like LeBron James, like all those NBA. When you see him, it's like you just can't believe it.
That's so cool. That's awesome. You got to experience that. And then what was it like playing in the EYBL? Like, did you play anyone like other top recruits in the nation and stuff?
We played team final.
Yep.
They have Imani Bates. Everyone knows Jalen Durr. They both go to Memphis. Like I think they were number 1 and number 2 recruits for the class of 2022. I played a point guard named Jaden Bradley. He was the number 1 point guard in the nation. He's committed to Alabama. Just a bunch of like high level guys. I played DJ Wagner. He's the number 1 kid, 2023 class. I played like all those guys I just named. I played those twice. One time with Expression, and one time with URI Elite.
What was it like to face against those guys?
Like for me, being from Rhode Island, it's like going into that matchup. It's like you gotta prove something against them because those are the ranked kids, and Rhode Island, we don't get like as much recognition from places and stuff like that. And I just wanted to go out there and play my game, and just really like this was before I committed URI. So basically just show coaches that I could play with the best and stuff like that. And we ended up with Expressions, we ended up beating DJ Wagner and Jaden Bradley. He plays on Team CP3. And then the 2 games against final, we lost both of them. But it was just a great experience, just seeing where my game was at compared to those guys who are like nationally ranked and stuff like that. But yeah, those players are great, and I feel like I matched up. Like I feel like I didn't look out of place. I felt like I belonged there. So
that's great, man. It's such a cool experience, and you got to experience all these like amazing things. And I love that the chip on the kind of the chip on the shoulder that like us Rhode Island guys get. Especially like the basketball players. I should say I'm not playing basketball, but us, you Rhode Island guys get overlooked in the basketball world, and it's true. It's good that you went out there and to prove that you can hang. Like Rhode Island is here to play as well too. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, and then I just got one fun question asked. Well, I know it's way too early. The NBA season has been starting. What is your prediction of the finals?
Nets, the Nets and the Lakers, and I feel like they're gonna win both of those games tonight. But my favorite, like I said on the last podcast, my favorite player is Russell Westbrook. So I'm rooting for him, the Lakers, and then John Morant. I know he's gonna have a good season. He's gonna lead them to the playoffs too. But I think the Lakers are gonna win the finals.
Nice. Yeah. Especially for Russell Westbrook. Yeah. You, like I said, you and my nephew are big. My nephew's a big Russell Westbrook guy. So awesome to see him go to a team and have a chance to win a championship.
A lot of people discredit like what he does on the floor and like for the game. And I feel like it's a lot of people, like, especially on social media and Twitter, like you see a lot of Westbrook, like they're shaming him, like saying he packed his stat. But it's whatever. Like I don't really care. I just think what I think of him, and I think he's a top 3 point guard ever. So that's what.
Well, I mean, he averages a triple-double, and you can see what he does for his teammates. He makes everyone better. Like, it's like, look at what he did for Bradley Beal last year, too, and, like, the numbers he puts up. Yeah,
they started, like, I can't remember, but they were, like very bad at the beginning of the year, and then they ended up making the playoffs because due to Westbrook and Bradley Beal's play. But it was just amazing to see him, like, carry the team throughout the whole year and then get the chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be interesting with him and LeBron and Anthony Davis, like to have those 2 guys, like, be able. It's pretty crazy what kind of stats he's gonna be able to put up for those guys and how they're gonna do. But hey, Sebastian, that's all the questions I have for you. It's been great catching up with you. I'm so excited for you and everything that you've accomplished and you're going to accomplish. So just great things coming down the line for you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Do you have any comments, questions, or statements before we sign off?
Hopefully I'll be back soon, and appreciate you for having me.
Of course, anytime. Good luck with everything. Good luck with school, and we'll see you at some games.
All right, thank you.
Take it easy.
You too.